Today we will learn multiplying monomials, and I'm going to start with fairly simple example, x to the third power and x to the second power. So x to the third power is nothing but you write x 3 times, and x to the second power is you write x 2 times. So we have x 5 times over here. So x to the fifth. So if you have bigger numbers like x to the 10th and x to the 12th, then you're not going to write x 10 times and x 11 times. It's going to be a total waste of time. So here is the formula. A to the mth power and a to the nth power is a to the m plus n. So when the base is same, when the base has same variable, you can add the power. And let's see with the example. 2 square times 2 cube is 2 to the 2 plus 3. So here base is same. Base is 2, and so you can add the power, which is 2 to the fifth power. And if you want, you can simplify it further. Now x cube times x to the sixth. So x to the third plus sixth, which is x to the ninth. Now here, pause for a minute and think. A square times b cube. Can we apply this rule? Can we apply this rule to this problem? And the answer is no, because here the base is different. Here it's a and here it's b. So the base should be same variable or same constant. So you can write it down as b cube a square, because when you're writing a polynomial, you just write in the decreasing order of degrees. So b cube followed by a square. Even if you write a square b cube, it's not wrong answer, but this is more correct way of expressing it. 5x times 3x. So here what we do is first we multiply the coefficient. 5 times 3 is 15. And then we have x over here and x. So here the power is 1 and here the power is 1, which is 1 plus 1, 2. And eventually when you practice, you don't have to write like add the powers. You can do like write it down 3 plus 6. You can directly add them and write the answer, because that will save time. Let's see some more examples. And here I have few more. And we'll move from simple to a little bit complex one. So 2x squared times 3xy. So first you multiply the coefficients. 2 times 3, which is 6. X squared, here the power is 2 and here the power is 1. When you don't have any power, it is 1 because we have x 1 time. So 2 plus 1 is 3. And then there is a y. There is no other y anywhere else. So y remains as it is. And you can pause the video and copy the problems and practice with me. So that way you know where you stand and how fast you can do it. So here again, 3 and 4 are coefficients which will multiply first. 3 times 4 is 12. Then x to the fourth and x to the second. So x and then 4 plus 2 is 6. Then here y, the power is 1 and here the power is 2. So y to the third. Negative 2x times 3a squared b. So negative 2 times positive 3 is negative 6. And then we have x here. There is no other x in this term. So you're going to write as it is x. Then we have a square, which remains as it is because we don't have any like variable, and b. negative x and x. So this is like when there is no coefficient here, it's actually 1. You can imagine this 1. So negative 1 times positive 1 is negative. And then x, here the power is 1 and here the power is 1. So it's negative x square. Let's see some more examples. These are few more difficult ones, but they are very easy to do when you follow some of the rules. Now negative 5x, x square y, x square a, y square. So first you multiply the coefficient. Here the coefficient is negative 5, here it's 1 and here it's 1. So you know it's negative 5. Then we have variable x. So x, the power here is 1. So you're going to write x. So the power is 1, here it's 2, and here it is 2. So if you have seen my video on single digit addition, this will help you. So 1 and 2 is 3, 3 and 2 is 5. So we are done with this term. Let's move to the second term. We are done. You can also mark it if you're done, so that becomes easier for you to follow. So we are done with this. Now remains y. We are also done with this. Let me mark it. So y, here the power is 1 and here the power is 2, which is 1 plus 2, 3. So we're done with this. And now only remaining variable is a. We don't have any term with a variable, so a remains as it is. Let's move. Negative 4x square and 2ab. Negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. X, there is no other x here, so x remains as it is, a and b. Now let's solve with 4 terms. So what you do is first you multiply the coefficients. Now here the problem looks like very big because there are multiple terms, but if you follow the rule, first you finish multiplying this term, then you just mark it down whatever you are done, and it will you can do the problem without any mistakes. So first you multiply the coefficient. 3 times 5 is 15, 15 times 2 is 30. So we are done with all the coefficients. Then comes x. So x, we're done with this, and there is x over here, x square. So 1 plus 2, x to the third power. Then comes y. So 1, 2. There is no more y. Then we are done with this. So we are done with this term, and then now z. Now see, when you're done with this term and when you're looking for a z, you don't have to look back. You don't have to look into this term because we're already done. So z, there is no other z here, so I'm going to write as it is. Then a, there is no other a into this term, so I'm going to write as it is. And b, there is no other b into any term. So we're done with all the terms. Okay, so just follow two principles when you're doing multiplication with monomials. When there are like terms, you can add the power, and when you have multiple terms to be multiplied, then you just go in order, follow the order, so that way you don't make any mistakes.